Rainier galleons kicking up dust all the way from Venus to Pluto. Watch your backs, people.
Alright, let's begin. Literally just took a shower, that's why. 10 minutes, huh. That was about as long as I thought it was gonna be. Hey everyone, how's it going? How's it going? YouTube chat is just straight up AFK right now. But, you know, it is what it is, fair enough. Okay. To answer a question that I saw up previously from Ark God, who is definitely new, if he's still around, no. I am on PC. For the foreseeable future, I am still on PC because things seem to still run more or less smoothly as we continue going. So, let's go. Alright. We have a lot to talk about. What's the point of DMCA? What the fuck? What are we- wait, what? What? Huh? Hold on. What? Hey now, what are we talking about? What are we talking about them DMCA shenanigans now? What's the point of making music now? To make music? I mean, because some of us actually like to make music, I guess? I mean... Hey Ollie, how's it going? If just listening to it lands you in jail... in America... in Discord... What? What the fuck are you talking about? Ah! Also, welcome person with disability, was that the name? Welcome person with disability, to, YouTube. Kate's Blur as always. I'm Blur? What do you mean? What you talk about, Willis? What you talk about? Okay, so I'm aware of this thing that... It's Josh from YouTube. Oh crap, this is from Twitch. Josh. Sorry, can you remind me who Josh is from YouTube? Sorry, mate. Okay. So, there is a thing. Okay, before we continue, I do know about this whole shenanigan to do with DMCA shenanigans. So, what Penguin Z, or Critical, as I tend to call him, what he's talking about is... Oh, Josh Mendoza. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so... The whole thing about DMCA with Twitch and going to prison is... that basically the idea is that there is a Republican senator somewhere that wants to make it so that if you commit a copyright crime, that is no longer just a slap on the wrist and a fine, or in Twitch's case, a ban. It is actual jail time. He basically wants to turn the idea of playing copyrighted material, whether in a video or whether on a stream, from just nothing really to a straight felony. That's the idea. So you know, American lawmakers, they always have the best ideas, don't they? Apparently this guy is surprise surprise paid thousands and thousands of dollars by Sony Music Entertainment, Disney, basically all of the big media companies that are pretty much just paying this dude to produce like some of the most hilariously horrendous legislation, let's just say. So yeah, as you might expect, anyone and everyone who wants to be a YouTuber, everyone who wants to be a Twitch streamer or a streamer in general, obviously that's going to be a gigantic stick up your ass if you happen to be living in the land of the Murican. So yeah, that's the thing. Keep in mind that at the moment this is only limited to the land of the Murican because it's only just a land of the Murican senator. But here's the thing. In doing so, he's actually going to affect everyone, no matter what. Like, something's going to happen on Twitch, on the Twitch side, on the YouTube side. Something's going to happen that is going to affect every single creator around the world. It's the same idea with COPPA. You know, COPPA, the friggin' Child Protection Act, whatever the bloody hell that was. That's just an American act. That's just an American thing, really. COPPA doesn't actually exist in Australia. I don't think it exists in UK or Brazil or, you know, literally any other country in the world. But because it's an American thing, and because YouTube is an American company, they have to abide by COPPA. And as a direct result, I have to now abide by COPPA. But I'm not in America, am I? I'm in Australia. A country that doesn't exist. I'm in Australia. Therefore, even if this American senator in America making a law for Americans actually someone manages to get this passed, which is entirely possible because he's trying to sneak it through a friggin' stimulus bill of some sort that apparently doesn't have any stimulus checks, lol. Is it that one? I don't know. But he's trying to get it through, and if he does manage to get it through, and if it does get signed into law, then friggin' omega lol, anyone who accidentally has ever played music in any of their live streams that happens to be copyrighted in any way, shape, or form, click, clack, off to prison. That's basically the gist of it. Okay. Let's move on. America. If you are an artist and someone is using your music and making money or ruining your name, if they're specific, yeah, no, that's why you can still copyright. That's why you can still copyright claim them. That's the idea. As an as a creative, I know if someone were to be using my content without even crediting me, first off, wow, dick move, and secondly, I'm gonna DMCA copyright claim their ass, right? So the idea is that you then, as per YouTube rules, anyway, I'm not entirely sure about how Twitch rules work, but as per YouTube rules, you essentially start getting money from their content. So they might be using your content. I know about that because I'm getting spam. Stop. Yeah. Hey, Evac is cool. I'm gonna assume that your name is Evac is cool. I'm alright, how are you? We're talking about, I don't know why, okay, we're briefly talking about DMCA shenanigans because, you know, fucking America. So, I don't know about Twitch rules, but YouTube rules, as far as I can tell, is if you copyright claim someone and you've successfully copyright claimed someone else's content, you start getting money from their content. So they might have tried to make money off your music, but now you can copyright claim them, and suddenly you get money from their content. Are this bots of some? No, I don't think so. The fact that they're actually even saying anything in chat tends to give me the impression, at least, that they're not bots. So, you know, it's robbery. Ultimately, fucking don't use copyright music, you fucking imbecile. Like, otherwise you're going to get freaking copyright claimed. And on Twitch, that's a ban. We've seen that now. Twitch bans people off DMCAs. So, you know, don't use copyrighted content on your freaking stream, dipshit. Like, hey Stefan, how's it going? Yeah, you know, don't use copyrighted music on someone's stream because that's a straight ban, dumbass. So, you know, that's the thing. Do they need to rework DMCA? I don't know. Some people say they should, some people say no. I don't really know, TBH. Like, I don't really know. I don't know at all. Am I interested? Interested in what? What am I supposed to be interested in? Hey Fayed, how's it going? Okay. Let's move away from DMCA stuff. Let's talk about something that I definitely know something about. Let's talk about Railjack. Alright, let's get a show of hands. Who here has seen the, Who here has seen the, what's Railjack? What's Railjack? In a professional... Okay, dude. Get out. No selling stuff on my stream, dude. No selling stuff on my stream, okay? Get out. Okay. Moving on. Okay, let's get a show of hands. Who's, watched the dev stream? Who's seen the dev stream? Oh, speaking of dev stream, I've actually got to do the dev stream thing. Who's seen the dev stream? Let's get a show of hands. Press 1, type 1 in chat if you have. Type 2 in chat if you have not. You said we were gonna watch it together? I then said I was just gonna... No, I did a community post where I just said I'm just gonna watch it by myself. So... We can watch mainly the Railjack stuff together again if you want, because that will definitely make it easier for me to sort of talk about it in a much more... organized manner. You know? Before we do anything, anyone want to join me for these thingos? Or just summary by Brozai? Oh, yikes. Yeah, just a bit speed and explain. Okay. Essentially, they finally talked about the Commander Intrinsics. Obviously, Commander Intrinsics, or as I like to call them, the fucking thing that would have made it easier for you people who tried to play Railjack solo to play it solo for a change. Like, they finally explained Commander Intrinsics. Hooray, we finally have an idea of what Commander Intrinsics is going to be. Only took them long enough. You know, imagine if the community didn't, like... I say this again, if the community didn't, like, go into this gigantic white-hot rage for no reason about... Yeah, streams in double digits. Tends to be when it's Warframe. Imagine if the community didn't go into this white-hot rage about Railjack, thinking, oh no, it's no good for solo players, when Commander Intrinsics was literally going to be the answer, and instead forcing DE to have to go into frickin' Railjack Revisited? Ah, yikes. Commander Intrinsics, here's the thing. I'm excited for Commander Intrinsics. What I'm hoping is that they will then reverse all of the difficulty changes that they made to Railjack, because frankly, Commander Intrinsics, 9 times out of 10, not necessary in the current state of Railjack. Okay? The current state of Railjack is just simply put way too bloody easy. You don't need to grab anyone. Let's be real here. And if you do, you just need to practice your Railjack, because you can basically do it. Because like all the people who are like, damn, Railjack's no good for solo players. Well, guess what? Railjack is now super duper easy for solo players, which makes it super duper easy for teams. Like, yeah, exactly. And upgrade your Railjack. Maybe your Railjack's just completely fucking dog shit. So as a direct result of that, right? I'm excited for, like I said, I'm excited for Commander Intrinsics. But will they be necessary in the current state of Railjack? Highly unlikely. Because it's like saying, I need an army for, like, level 2 content. I need an army for easy mode content. Also, okay, does the build Necromac have a potato already or no? I think it needs a potato. I don't think you... Typically, when you build something, it doesn't come with a potato inside. That's the reason why potatoes even exist in the first place, no? It's easy solo, but having someone on Forge is 10 times better. True! True. That is true. So, it does make it more relaxing. But, like, who's this? Sandwich. Did someone here probably, watching the stream. But yeah, it's like, okay, cool. I can make a small army. It seems like, from what I gather, and I might be completely wrong about this, but from what I gather, you can only get a grand total of 3 people on your team, which is fine, because you don't need that many people to begin with. You only need 1 engineer, let's be real here. You probably need 1 gunner, let's be real here. You may need a pilot, maybe. You don't need that many people. So 3 people in your crew, that seems to be the idea. I think that's going to be fine. Obviously, that does mean that team-based Railjack is probably going to be even more hilarious. When your team suddenly can't use any any of the fucking guns, for example, because you've got 2 AIs on the guns. That would be a fat major meme. So we'll have to see how that works. But it's probably like, if you want to... I mean, hopefully they're smart about this. Which, you know, we'll see who they listen to. But hopefully they're smart about this and they make it so that, like... If you want to join... If you want to, say, use the guns and someone's already on the guns, then they just jump out of the guns. Simple. You know? Like, it seems pretty straightforward to me. 2 for borders. Oh yeah, speaking of borders, I do like the idea that you can actually put a weapon of your own on one of your crew members. The big question is how will mods work? Is it just a straight transfer? The logical solution would be a straight transfer, I think. including ribbons. That would be the logical solution, I think. We'll just see. Because if it's anything like Spectres and shit, like Spectres, if I remember correctly, they don't take into account mods, no? So like the weapon that you put on them, it doesn't count. A start transfer. You mean a straight transfer? That would probably be what I mean. Like if it's just like transfer all the mods to them, transfer all of that shit, yeah. For AI, we technically have... Oh no, I mean like AI allies. So I mean things like if you were to use Necros. No, bad idea. If you were to use a Spectre, basically. If you were to use a Spectre, if you were to use Wukong, do your mods transfer? That's the big question, yeah? I think for Wukong he does. Base damage based on the weapon and enemy health. No, I don't think that's a good idea. The main reason why I don't think that's a good idea is because I think you kind of want it to tie with everything. And part of tying it with everything means like if you want to like build a weapon that you think an ally AI can use properly, which probably means no bows. I'm going to be real here because AI with Spectres with bows have been hilariously bad with bows. So I would not recommend a bow for a Spectre, really. I mean, they're certainly not as good as me. But like for an assault rifle, like you give them a Soma Prime, you give them a Super Vandal, they tend to kick ass with that shit. So yeah, Wukong cares about mods. Okay, good. Brahma's a 50-50. I find that any bow weapon that they use, they tend to like take forever to shoot again. Which is annoying because it's like, well, I actually put like a high fire rate on this freaking bow. To make it like hilariously like unrealistically fast firing, because there's no way in hell I'm going to be actually physically firing a bow like that. You know? Like there's no way in hell I'm going to be doing that. Trust me, as someone who shoots arrows on a regular basis now, you can't fire a bow this bloody fast. Well, at least not a compound bow anyway. A recurve bow maybe, but you're kind of like doing Lars Anderson style, like slightly scuffed arrow shooting. So you know, it's up to you how you want to do it. But with the Spectre, it doesn't matter how many fire rate mods you put on that bow. They go and take forever to fire, as if they were actually firing a legit bow, legitimately.
Set on overdrive. Get through the portal.
So you know, that's just something to think about. In terms of AoE weapons though, Hiku Prime tends to be a hilarious candidate because they just fucking like fling it all over the place. You give that to like a defense target who walks around, so like swordy defense targets, they friggin' go crazy with that shit, man. And you put what is it? Hidden explosives? Oh, hackers. No, concealed explosives, that's what it's called. And it is just like friggin' crazy mode.
Tenno, there are still undiscovered supply caches in the area. You may want to locate them before leaving.
I do want to point out though, as a point of massive criticism on DE's part, specifically on Rebecca's part, really showing some poor form there when it comes to Railjack. She friggin' used a Cryotra, a Cryophan.
It is done, Tenno.
What kind of a schmuck uses a Cryophan? That's my big question. What kind of a noob uses... What kind of a Railjack noob? What kind of a big-time YouTuber uses a Cryophan? Cryophan. It's a Railjack weapon. It's the ice Railjack weapon. The cold Railjack weapon, yeah, sure. It's the cold Railjack weapon, yeah. The single shot, slow as all hell, piece of crap Railjack weapon. What kind of a schmuck uses that? Huh? Use the laser. Use literally any of them. Use literally any other weapon but a fucking cryophin. I refer you to my video that I did, intro to Railjack on weapons. There's literally one weapon that I specifically do not recommend, and that's the one that she uses. Friggin' yikes, dog. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Rebecca, but I gotta say it, man. Her using the cryophin, really, really bad form. Terrible form. Terrible form. I'm just saying, terrible form. Casternoxes are, generally speaking, the best one in my mind, but, yeah, literally anything that's not the cryophin is the way to go.
Enemies have grown fierce.
They've only just learned to use mods in the devs. Yeah, oh yeah, true! True, I noticed that. I'm like, what the hell? They actually have mods in this game? They've actually put mods on their friggin' gameplay now? What is this? As opposed to, like, friggin' no mod Andy. Friggin' no mod Andy, dude. Yeah, the next thing is to learn that anything that isn't a cryophin in Railjack is a good weapon. All the other weapons are great, but the cryophin is complete ass. There's a very specific reason why the cryophin is complete ass. And that is simply because, my ally is shape or form. And the reason why anything but the cryophin is complete ass, is really, really good. The reason why is because the cryophin, being that bloody slow, first off, is really, really slow, so that's a problem. Secondly, because it's really, really slow, it means it can't defeat bubbles. Friggin' bubbles, dude. Which aren't really even enemies, they're just things. And then thirdly, it only does cold damage, so you know what that means? No armor stripping, folks. You want armor stripping? Or rather, you want shield stripping? Ha! Good luck! Cold damage doesn't actually... And it's cold, no dot. Yeah, no dot.
Keep it up.
Like... Unlike regular Warframe, cold actually doesn't... Well, we'll have to see if cold actually does any extra damage, because I don't know about... I don't know. I actually know... Actually, I don't even know. Has anyone noticed if Railjack weapons... I don't know if anyone's actually done the math, but I don't think Railjack weapons do... Like, Railjack damage has that plus against ferrite or plus against shields or that shit. I don't know if that's a thing. Especially against shields, I don't know for a fact if that's a thing. I just kept thinking that, like, oh, it's doing less damage against armor because, lol, it's fucking armor. Right? But I don't know for a fact if it does extra damage. Assuming that cold works the way it does in regular Warframe, the one redeeming quality is that the cryophin will technically, by virtue of it being cold damage, it will do more against shields. That's the idea anyway, but it won't do a whole lot more. Meanwhile though, I offer like literally any of the other weapons that literally have shield stripping capabilities. The ability to permanently, or rather, no, temporarily, reduce the amount of shields that anyone could ever have. Like, okay, I could just do that instead, like sack that. I think it's not. The Sentients in the Scarlet Spear had shields. They did. They did. And if you didn't notice if you didn't notice your weapons doing more or less damage, then probably the answer is probably no. To be honest, I never noticed, so I don't know. I don't know if that's real or not. I never bothered to figure it out. Because how the hell? Because frankly, trying to figure that out is way too much effort for something that is more or less meaningless. It's more or less meaningless to try and figure out, frankly, if Railjack weapons do more damage against XYZ health type when you literally have every single weapon that actually strips armor. So, and shields, because plasma damage, fun fact, plasma damage doesn't just strip armor, it strips shields as well. You don't need magnetic anymore. It's the same. Magnetic and corrosive are essentially the same thing. That's hilarious. It's the hilarious thing about Railjack, and nobody fucking talks about it. Why? Because none of the big time YouTubers ever figured it out. Well, I think Brosan figured it out eventually, but it took him long enough. Merlin. Who's Merlin?
We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
how extremely rough it was. The first missions would kill a D, nerfed the shit out of Railjack to the point where, top of that, the Cryphon was the go-to weapon back then. When D nerfed shit, they destroy it. Yeah, true. No, but the Cryphon has always been bad. No, hi, hold on. What you're implying is that the Cryphon was good, and now is the way it is. But I'm here to tell you, the Cryphon has always been bad. The problem is that people thought that the Cryphon was good because, big numbers. The Cryphon, as a single-shot weapon, on its base damage, has the highest number by a very large amount. I think the Cryphon is the only weapon that actually has a 4-digit attack number. And so all the people who looked at it thought, big attack number must be good. Completely ignoring the fact that, well, yeah, big attack number, but it does jack all against armor, first off. Secondly, it's probably going to do jack all against shields. And thirdly, bubbles, hello.
They are broadcasting their message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
The magnetic and corrosive are possible on regular builds. They are. It's called the Staff of Armadillo. Yeah, because Brazim and some 45-minute video that pissed me the fuck off, but his entire audience were like, yeah, no, he's completely right. No, he's completely wrong. Either way, I'm now really excited to see what happens in Railjack. I've also noticed that there was optional objectives. There's going to be optional objectives now in Railjack. I reckon it's going to work like it does in like an open world bounty, where it's like if you do it, you get extra shit. So that's going to be fun. I'm curious to see what are going to be the new weapons that come out of Corpus Railjack. Specifically Railjack weapons. I don't really care about, well, I do sort of care about the suitcase weapons to some extent. But I'm more interested in, are there going to be any new Railjack weapons?
We have control of all 4 towers.
Can we get that? The thing about new Railjack weapons as well is that there's actually, the thing about the Railjack weapons at the present moment is that they only cover a few. You gotta update the Railjack guide. In what way? What do you reckon is lacking in the Railjack guide? If you find that there's something that's missing, I'll do it. But to quote unquote update the Railjack guide, I'm not entirely sure what I need to update it with. If you can come up with an example and we can run off that. I know for a fact that I'm probably going to do another Railjack video. If anything, I want to do another Railjack video where I kind of just refine the affinity farm and basically how that works. We can only hope that, I mean, we'll see. It's a big listen, it's a big update. So I would hope that logically it's there. I mean, it'd be pretty friggin' hilarious to have a Railjack update with no new Railjack weapons, you know? What about modular Arcwing? Interesting that they didn't talk about that. But there's probably not a whole lot to talk about that. It's probably gonna come at the same time, actually. Or thereabouts. It would not surprise me if it comes in the same time. Actually, no, Mac is correct. There is a problem with Arcwing, specifically in that, like, at least as far as I can tell, in Railjack missions, Arcwing does not seem all that useful. That being said, though, they are going to remove Arcwing missions entirely and bring about Arcwing in Railjack missions. So that implies to me, at least, that the goal, emphasis on the word goal, so we'll see how that turns out, but the goal, oh fuck, did I miss? Is to really put an extra emphasis on Arcwing, which is definitely going to be a thing that you can do a lot more if you happen to have a crew. Because, like, if you happen to have a crew, you can then actually really pay attention to Arcwing a lot more without having to worry about your ship blowing up. So that's already something that's going to make the Arcwing experience a little bit better. But I don't think that's obviously not going to be enough. right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can let the AI sort it out. Especially, I also wonder like what the balance is going to be like for the crew, because looking at the stats for the crew, I'm curious like what the idea is when it comes to hiring people. Is it if they, let's say for example someone dies in your crew. Let's say for example someone accidentally gets killed in your crew. Is that it? That's my big question. Is that it? Is it? Are we going like? Which do I have left? The big ones. Is it like super? Is it like super realistic form? Like if he's dead, he's dead. Tough shit. I'm curious because that could be interesting. You know, there's gonna be people. If that's the case, if that's the case, if it's like if the dude's dead, he's dead, and you can't use him no more because he's dead. There's gonna be big time YouTubers who are gonna be super fucking pissed about that. I guarantee that. Guarantee that. But me personally, I think that's gonna be pretty cool. If your crew's shit and they get wrecked, well, first off, that's on you. Secondly, get a better crew, and thirdly, you're gonna have to get yourself a better crew. Hey, so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder how Warframe abilities will affect the crew. Will they? How do you mean? Yeah. Oh, one sec. How do you mean? I don't follow. Put the wisp. Say if you don't want them to die, just measure Halo or put wisp motes on the ship. Yeah, that could work. That could work. If you don't want them to die, just stick some wisp motes in the right spots. Maybe. Of course, if you die in Arcwing, then all your wisp motes go as well. So you have to go and put some new wisp motes down. So yeah, you really have to figure it out. But that might be the idea. Oh! Speaking of that, if that's the case, listen. Okay, here's the thing. You actually raise a good point, Crow. You actually raise a really good point. Not really the point that you think you're raising, but you actually raise an even better point, which is this. If D actually has the balls to make it where if your crew dies, they die, that's it, tough shit, get a better crew, get better. You know what that means, right? That actually opens up for more of a reason for the existence of tactical avionics, such as a little known tactical avionic called Squad Renew.
We need another power cell.
Squad Renew. Squad Renew right now serves no real purpose. I'm gonna be real here. If your team is that crap, and I mean team of players, if your team of players is that crap that they're all dead, I mean, tough shit then. Tough shit, you deserve to lose, right? But Squad Renew is a thing. Squad Renew is a tactical avionic which allows your Railjack from your tactical menu to straight up heal everyone. At maximum level, it's a 100% heal on like a really, really big cooldown. So, it would stand to reason that with Commander Intrinsics, if you have, for example, a crew member that you definitely don't want to lose because you've invested a lot into him and you don't want him to die, and they happen to be on, I don't know, the verge of death, activate your tactical menu and use Squad Renew. And suddenly you have a 100% heal on a 300 second cooldown. I think that could be a really, really good idea. Now, whether or not they do any of this, we'll just have to see. But the first thing is they need to have the balls to say, you know what? If you lose a crew member, that's on you. It's time to wake up, everyone. You can't just get your crew members back if they die. It's time to wake up. Does it revive? At the present moment, no. At the present moment, it does not.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
But it'll be interesting. If it does revive, I think it should revive, actually, TBH. Like, yeah, that makes things way too easy, but I reckon it should revive. If that's gonna be the buff that D gives to... Oh, what the hell? If that's the buff that D gives to, frickin' Squad Renew, you know what? I reckon that's probably fair enough. Because that way it actually still serves a purpose among players. Yeah. Oh, fuck. For the cooldown, it has... Yeah, true. Also, Caffeinated Sadness, that's Crow, right? Best to just type in Twitch chat because the other guy playing with us is gonna have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Alright, let's see. If your Tenno dies... Isn't there a game that does that? Wait, I'm pretty sure there's a game that actually does that. Minecraft Hardcore? No, isn't there another game that does it? If you have one life, you always have one life. If you die, you get IP blocked from the game or something like that. Like, you literally can't play the game anymore. Like, it's friggin' nuts. I remember hearing about this. There's a game that does that. Where you had to play please no. Of all the things in this game, of all the changes in this game, that was like probably one of the best. Please no. Let's not go back to that. It's called IRL. Ah yes, IRL. How could I forget? The most difficult game in the world. Frickin' IRL.
We fought with honor.
There's no micro... Well, actually, there are microtransactions. That's the sad thing. It's pay to win as all hell. IRL is the fucking... Seriously. IRL, for people who are well-established players already, is like one of the best... Is the best game in the world. But for all the new players... Oh my god, IRL is the friggin' worst, dude. The new player experience in IRL is absolutely bloody horrendous. Yeah, exactly. If you somehow manage to get the RNG of being in a rich tutorial island, well, GG, you've got an easy mode. But if you manage to get if you manage to get RNG'd into like friggin' the friggin' like lower level tutorial island, dude, you're so fucked, dude. The meta of lower level friggin' IRL is absolutely friggin' cancerous, dog. And the devs don't communicate with the players ever. No! The devs... No. The problem is that the devs... Well, rather, some players think they communicate with the devs. That's the problem. The problem is sometimes the players... There are some players who claim that they communicate with the devs, and then they create a gigantic following of other players dumb enough to think, oh my god, they actually have like a direct line to the devs. But what if the devs are one of us? What if the devs were one of us? Yeah, dude, this 2020 COVID friggin' event is not even DLC. It's not DLC. Oh wait, no, it is DLC. Yeah, this friggin' 2020 DLC is the friggin'... This 2020 update was just the friggin' worst, dude. Someone managed to sneak in like a giant bug that just basically meant that like every so often just a bunch of people just die. The worst part is a group of players decided to friggin' like take it and run with it. Like in the dumbest way possible. Causing like a lot of other players to die. Like, this is so stupid, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, how do we get to this conversation? How do we get to this conversation? Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about, which was Railjack. Now, does anyone remember what we were talking about in terms of Railjack? Because I sure as shit don't remember what I was talking about when I was talking about Railjack. New missions. Ah, yes. So yeah, there's gonna be some extra shenanigans to do with the missions, and that's gonna be pretty cool. We'll just see what they end up with. I also wonder what the maximum level is gonna be. If the level cap for the Railjack missions can actually be increased, that'd be great. Hell, Steel Path Railjack Let's go. Fucking just bring it on. Railjack Survival. I'm curious if they ever will have. I'm curious if Railjack Survival will ever be a thing. What bow am I using? Ah, this is the Platinum Arrow. The best bow in the game. Under my, in my hands anyway. Because, you know, bows tend to work really, really well in my hands, whereas in a lot of other people's hands, bows apparently are not that good. I'd rather not have what? Railjack Survival? It's a Paris Prime. Yes, it's Paris Prime. Ah, shit. Also, hey Justin, you're definitely new. I think. Maybe. Are you new? I don't even know. We need to be able to mod our arc. We need to be able to mod our arc guns. Bruh. You can mod your arc guns. What are you talking about? What do you mean? You can always mod your arc guns. Ah! PB is here! For the first time in a very, very long time. It's a shame that this is not friggin' Steel Path Eidolon hunting, but still. You can already mod your arc guns. I don't know what you mean, Fayed. Sorry, Mac. Oh my god! Sorry. Mac, what do you mean? What do you mean? I just tried Fire Blast on Ash and it was pretty decent. Yeah? How so? I mean, the synergy probably works, but how so? Yeah, friggin' PB's here today. Holy shit. Holy Jesus. Friggin' PB's here. Felt weird like it's an unknown game. Well, get ready for friggin' Arcwing. Oh, get ready for friggin' Railjack, my dude. It's gonna be super different. But yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. You know, okay, so apparently you can actually train your crew to do other things a bit better as well. So that's gonna be interesting. I reckon, instead of dumb avionics to boost damage, we need to equip mods on Railjack guns. I am not sure if that's necessary. See, the thing about that is that at the present moment, because Railjack's so bloody easy... Oh, but Steel Path. I'm not 100% sure about that idea as of yet, okay? As of right now, I'm not that sure. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
The art of combat
I think in the present moment, though, what we could do with is a bit of scaling damage, maybe. But outside of that, I don't want to make it too easy yet. I'd rather Railjack is, like, friggin' like lol actually difficult for a change, just to see where we're at first, and then we'll just figure it out from there. Like if it really gets so hard that even I'm struggling like big time, then we can finally be like, okay, let's talk about things that could probably make the experience a little bit better. Is what does Lavos have when you feed him to the helmet? I don't remember.
You have captured
I think it's his one. So it's the snake thing. Wait, does that make it? Shit. Is it his one or is it his two? I think it's his one. I think it's his one, which does make it the first... Hang on. Yeah, I think it... is it his one? Because if it's his one, that would actually make it the first straight damage ability to be added to the helmet, no? Ah, rip. I don't know if mods are the answer. I think... If anything... Okay, you know what? Okay, here's... If anything, I think,
must recapture it.
in terms of the turrets, which because that's what you're really isolating as the problem, right? In terms of the turrets, there is one thing that turrets are missing, and that is status-based avionics. We have
captured a tower.
Lavos new Warframe, yeah. Okay, we have crit. We have avionics for crit damage and crit chance on the Railjack guns, which I'm gonna be real here. They don't really amass to a whole lot in the long run. I think they're pretty small fish if you ask me. But you know they're there. The big thing is that there's no status ones, and I think you'll find that in Steel Path anything, status tends to be key. Status tends to be king for the most part. Outside of like mag and shit, yeah, status tends to be king. So it would stand to reason, therefore, that the actual answer that we may be looking for, aren't you at the yes? It would stand to reason, therefore, that status-based avionics are a necessity. And that would actually be really, really good. Having status-based anything.
We are in total control.
Status is... my understanding of it is this. Status is typically stronger the higher level you get. So we're talking about like Steel Path memes. Obviously that's higher level. And things tend to be a little bit more tankier. Therefore status becomes a lot more useful than crit. If you can do both, obviously that's great. But generally speaking, one's enough. Right? Yeah, exactly. Hybrid is usually best because you get the best of both worlds. Because high raw damage doesn't really mean a whole lot in the end. Oh, we have a fan. Shaper of Form is actually a fan. Nice.
Detecting glass resonance. It's close.
But what was I saying? Yeah. Status, fucking nullifiers. Status-based,
Nothing left.
avionics. That's what's missing.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
That's a thing. But yeah, I think instead of avio, if I were DE, this is my recommendation. If I were DE, I would probably table the idea of mods for Railjack guns for the time being, and opt to see how everyone fares if you can put status chance on extra status chance via status avionics on other things. Imagine elemental mods for Railjack guns. You don't need that. It's just called using a Railjack gun. All the Railjack guns, remember, except for the fucking Cryphon, can strip armor. If there are new Railjack guns that have some of the other weird and wacky elements that I don't even remember. Seriously, there are elements in this game. There are elements in Railjack that I actually don't remember how they work. Railjack actually has a much more simplified element system, but because some of these elements are not represented in any way, shape, or form in any of the Railjack guns, I actually don't remember what the other ones are. And I don't remember like half the physicals either, because I don't really care about half the physicals. Oh no, it's just one of the physicals that I don't care about. And then there's like 2, I think, of the elementals that I don't quite remember. I have a video about it. No, not of the elements. No, I never did a video on the elements. I probably should. That's what I'll do. I'll do a video on the elements. It'll remind me what the hell the elements do, because this is really, really important information as well. Because, you know, certain people never covered it, and neither did I. So, mea culpa, I'm going to do a video on the Railjack elements. That's what I'll do. Okay, so you can expect that next week, okay, folks? That is a category guarantee right there. Expect a Railjack video. You were talking about it on Railjack 102? I don't think I covered all of them. That's the thing. I didn't cover all of them. Heat deals damage over time, cold paralysis, ship electric, makes ship crazy toxin acts like crazy toxin acts like wait, now I remember. One of them I find mostly not usable. Oh, that's right. One of them I find mostly not usable. One of them is really, really cool, but not necessary. One of them is, unfortunately, heat is unfortunately damage over time that doesn't really make a difference as far as I can tell. And cold is cute but not necessary. That's right. Either way, I'll do a video on them. And I'll just like give my thoughts and feelings and all that shit. The most annoying person in the world has finally showed up. Protect me! Friggin' annoying ass voice, but it's steel parts, so he's actually a friggin' motherfucking tank. His Cryphon. Cryphon's just pure cold. Which kind of makes it cute, but not necessary. Wait, did it die? It actually died? Damn!
We have lost control, tower.
Didn't expect that at all. Slash, impact, puncture, all changed on top of... Slash, I think it was puncture, actually. Don't quote me on this. I think it was the one that was that used to be puncture. That became plasma damage, I think. And as a direct result of that, puncture became super duper useful, I think.
Must recapture.
I think the impact one is a little bit useless. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna have to quickly remind myself what it is.
This tower is ours now.
But yeah, one of the physicals is, I think, not all that useful. If you're only looking at it on a damage point of view, which at the time, for the time being, I'm really looking at it from a damage point of view. Which is such a Mesa thing to say, really, but
Keep it up.
like, I swear I'm not a Mesa player, but I am sometimes looking at things from a damage point of view, and based on that, there are some things in Railjack that are not terribly useful from a damage point of view, but we'll see. We'll see. They might have much higher purpose in Steel Path Railjack, for example. Because remember, at the present moment, remember, the balance is such that a cruise ship can actually destroy fighters pretty easily. And in a similar fashion, enemy fighters find themselves killing cruise ships pretty bloody easily. To the point where they blow up even. Enemy fighters can actually blow up cruise ships. Wait, the slash one got nerfed? Did it? I don't even... Can you bring up the patch note? Or can you give me the patch that nerfed it? Because I don't even remember if they did anything about that. My understanding is that they haven't actually touched any of the friggin' thing. The slash one, if I remember correctly, therefore, is like a scuffed viral proc. Ages ago? Yeah, I don't even remember. I don't remember this at all.
Tower lost.
Oh, fucking nullifiers.
We cannot allow the enemy to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the personnel.
Went from 30 down to 7. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well... I mean, at the current state of Railjack, that's fine. But if Steel Path becomes a thing, probably a good idea to, you know, put it back up. Probably. How high is my DPI? Very high. Okay, this is... Okay. See my hand? This is how much I move. Oh, crap. Okay, see my hand? From the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. You ready? This is how much my hand moves. It doesn't move a whole lot. It does not move a whole lot. Like, okay, we're gonna do a full... Oh, hang on. Let me just... Okay, we're gonna do a full rotation. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Stare at my hand. Oh, done. Do I play accelerated DPI? I don't know. What's the DPI number? I have no idea. Let me see if I can find out. I'm using a Corsair. So the thing I'm looking for would be the Corsair. Friggin' hang on. Corsair. ICUE. IQ. That's what it's called. Yes, there it is. I do. It's called Cyberpunk. Unfortunately, they don't take friggin' mouse and keyboard, which pisses me off. Okay, let's see. Let me find out. Okay. DPI. 1600 DPI. Imagine not streaming Cyberpunk. Imagine streaming a game that gets me a bigger audience than Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk audience is literally just you, Soup.
I've been thinking, operator.
But the Warframe audience is you and everyone else. Because why didn't I buy it on Steam? Because I don't think I can stream Cyberpunk on my computer at the present moment. My computer's not strong enough for that. It just isn't. Hotfix 27.0.9. Okay, let me have a look at that. Warframe hotfix 27.0.9. Alrighty. Let's have a look at it. Fuck. Here it is. Update 27.0.9. Here it is. Okay. Okay. Railjack conditions. They nerfed the living. Well, keep in mind they nerfed the living shit out of all the enemy fighters. Our intent is to our battle avionics drop from other places as well. Weapon and proc adjustments reduced to reduced to 7.5%, but it lasts for 20 seconds. So it used to last a lot shorter than 20 seconds. Exponential growth and short duration meant this was far more beneficial to rapid fire guns than anything else. Right. What? Okay. I'm not entirely sure what the logic is there, but okay, fair enough. I think it doesn't make a whole lot of sense though. Double the damage per tick. Still doesn't feel a whole lot. Okay. Reduced damage and fall off range. Oh, so they nerfed cryofins, but they still... again, cryofins always sucked. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool beans. Good to know. Sell my PS4 and get a PS5. That would be stonks. Oh, I've already done all my steel path shenanigans, so I'm out. Bye. That would be stonks. There's just one problem. All the friggin' game shops that I go that I have in Australia, they still don't sell fucking PS5s, do they? No, they don't. PS5s are not available. They're not. Let's just check. EB Games. Who are a bunch of bastards, but they're pretty much my go-to for physical gaming hardware, which I don't buy anymore these days, which is probably why they're going under. Sort of. Sometimes. Okay. People still care about Railjack? Yes, people still care about Railjack. Real people care about Railjack. Let's see. Dee's biggest failure was listening to certain people and ruining Railjack. That's the biggest failure right there. But perhaps things are gonna get better. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Can't friggin' get a PS5 anywhere in Australia at the present moment. So there goes that idea as well. Okay, we're actually gonna play some Railjack. Let's do some Railjack. Rightio. So Railjack is great for one thing in particular, and this is actually going to make when Commander Intrinsics comes out, it's actually going to be super duper fast for Railjack. Because of the Railjack Affinity Farm. Like when Commander Intrinsics comes out, it's going to be super duper quick for you to get all your Commander Intrinsics because of the Railjack Affinity Farm. I don't see them nerfing the Railjack Affinity Farm anytime soon, because that's just going to cause a riot. for the dumbest reasons possible. So, highly recommend against that. But, in the meantime, the farm continues. And it's... I just want to fly my Railjack from nose to nose. I would love open rail... I would love open space Railjack. That would be amazing. I don't know if they're ever going to get around to doing it. It might have been part of the idea. It might have been part of the plan. But, you know, memes, and suddenly they don't really have the time or the energy to do it. But I would like to see that too. Open space Railjack would be great. Aclato. I think I have an Aclato that I can... No! What the fuck? Wait, didn't I build an Aclato? What? The Unreal skins changed the weapon stats? Really? What? I thought I built an Aclato. I swear I built an Aclato. Apparently I never built an Aclato. Lol. Oh, can I just buy it like that? I don't even need to go to the market anymore. Lol. Gaz made videos about that? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I haven't been watching a whole lot of Warframe videos. The only person I've been watching at all, really, was, It's probably not a good sign that I forgot his name already. Friggin' Allblade. He's the only one I've been watching, like, ever. Soz. But yeah, okay, cool. This it's just a visual bug? Oh, it's just a visual bug. I know everything about modding except multi-shot. If you add multi-shot, will the same stats of the gun do the same for the other bullet, or does it work? I'm Brazim's biggest fan. Haha. He wishes. He wishes. He's only had one video lately that has actually made any sense, and it's been his Genshin tier list. At least as far as I can tell. I haven't seen any of his work previously. Okay. So, to answer your question, if you add multi-shot, will the same stats of the gun do the same for every bullet? Okay, I think I understand what you mean. So, no, Sonny, that's not how that works anymore. Even shotguns work the same way. So let me just start building an Aclato. Wait, can I not build an Aclato? Bolto, Jahara, Samadhi. Wait, where's my Oh, you... Wait! What?
Operator,
Do you just
have remembered
purchase it?
How the Tenno arm themselves.
I bought... for credits. I bought it for credits. Okay, I bought it for credits. But I bought it thinking... No. I bought it with credits. I bought it with credits, okay? I bought it with credits thinking that you actually need to build it, because I thought you were purchasing the friggin' blueprint. So, you know what I also built? Or purchased for credits? 2 Latos. I bought 2 friggin' Latos. I bought 2 friggin' Latos, my dude. Obviously because I needed to level 1 up. But then I bought 2, thinking that I had to build the friggin' Lato. What the fuck? This is just like Katagari losing his friggin' mind all over again, man. Like, seriously. And people come here for like hot Railjack tips, thinking, oh yeah, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about. No, I have no idea what I'm talking about, because I just friggin' bought a friggin' Lato, a friggin' 2 Latos, thinking I need to build a friggin' Lato, when it turns out you just buy the bloody thing for credits. Oh yeah, I'm definitely the guy you want to go to for Warframe tips and Warframe build videos. Oh yeah, I go to that guy. Okay, dude. Postmaster's stress disorder. Yeah, 100%. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, moving on. Suddenly reminds Hata Satya tested Summer Prime with multi-shot Summer Riven, totally worthless. Oh, okay, I don't know. Okay. There was something that I was trying to answer. So, let's just go back again. Let's go back to, who was it again? Shit. Amaraj. Are you still here? You still here, my dude? You still here? You still with us? Okay. You still here? The lack of a response scares me. I think we may have just fucking wasted his time. He's like, sack this dude. I'm just gonna go and find some other dude.
Would the sanctuary be without you?
But yeah, it changed. Before shotguns that had... Yeah, you know, it changed. Okay. Let me explain to everyone again, just to remind everyone how this works, okay? So status changed. With the status changes in general, basically the way that status numbers work changed completely as well, okay? So, for example, my Paris Prime right now has a status chance of 38%. You can still tag them. Okay, cool. So they're still here. So my Paris Prime, for example, has a status chance of 38%. Okay, cool. If I now were to take out something like Split Chamber, okay? If I were to take out something like Split Chamber, you could see the 38% right there. There it is, right? Okay. If I take out something like Split Chamber, there's no difference. There's no difference. The way it works now is it's status per bullet, per arrow, in terms of shotguns, per pellet. Status per pellet. It makes it super duper easy to figure out. So there's no such thing as 100... Well, there might... Wait, are there any 100% status chance shotguns anymore? Probably not. But it's status per projectile. So how does that... So what does that mean? It means this. Comb? Really? It means like this. Yeah, they fixed it to make it like way more easy to understand. So, roughly 40% status chance. So I'm going to shoot 10 times, and we should see around about 40. We should see about 4 status procs. 1, 2, 3. There's 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was that another one? I don't know. That might be 9. Okay, so obviously not that friggin' reliable. If we were now to jump over and add that extra multi-shot, that was 3. Okay, cool. So you know, roughly, it's not the exact math. It's still you know, it's still like chance based. So you know, you can't expect to get it like super duper accurate. But you know, 3 out of 9, 3 out of 10, wasn't it? No, Paris is not a status bow. I'm just using it to demonstrate something, okay? Fuck, relax. Okay. We've got multi-shot now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You get the idea. The point is, it's now status per thing. So, to bring out a fan favorite from a very, very long time ago, the Tigress Prime. So the Tigress Prime, with a build that looks a little bit like this, not necessarily the most status-based build that you could possibly come up with, but, you know, fuck it, who cares? Hell, you can even go more status chance. What can I do here? Shotgun savvy? Nah, that's too hardcore. Okay, I'll just do this. Oh, I already have shotgun savvy. Okay, so it's like 41.6% status chance on how many pellets? Quite a lot, right? Quite a lot. So, also what? Oh, wait, what the hell? Did I do something to my... Oh, for a second I thought it said magnetic corrosive, and I was like, what the fuck? So now, apparently the Tigress Prime no longer one-shots everything, and everyone is like, oh, it's crap now. The duality of the Warframe community. But, you know, something like that. One spray and we have quite a lot. Even though, you know, one spray and we already have quite a lot of status procs right there. even though it's a 34-40% status chance. That's cool. But with so many pellets, because of the multi-shot that is already installed into the Tigris Prime, and of course the base amount of pellets that this bloody weapon has to begin with, obviously we're going to say that no, it's still good. The thing about the Warframe community, and we have to remember this, okay? The thing about the Warframe community is this. If a weapon used to one-shot everything, and then it suddenly doesn't one-shot everything, it's not that it's slightly less good than it used to be, but it's still good. It's that it's trash. That's how it works in the Warframe community. If it doesn't one-shot something, it's trash. That's the way it works in the community. Which is wrong, obviously, but what the fuck can I do? What the fuck can I say about it, huh? I'm just here to tell you, thing still slays. That's the deal. At least it looks even. At least looks even compared to 5 former. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, also double digit on Twitch. Hackers. You know, if this was a Genshin stream, this would be a perfect time for me to do a big wish. But there's no such thing as big wishes in Warframe, so we fucking press on. Do I have a Gara stat stick? No, not really. I mean, when I think of stat sticks, Switch Now and Wish, should I? Should I? I mean, I can. I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a beep. Hang on. I don't even know if I have enough friggin' I don't know if I have enough like stuff for a wish to begin with. Let me just see if I even have. I'm here for Railjack, not Genshin. Yeah, I know. This will literally take 3 seconds. Some of you can probably hear it in the background being like, what the fuck is that music? I've noticed... Hang on, Gavin, you had... Oh no, you had the Einstein... Wait, am I thinking of the same person? Anyway. Alright, who wants to join me for Railjack? While I figure out if I can even do a friggin' thing in the first place. Who here wants to do some Railjack? Did I just close something by accident? Where's my stream? Oh crap! I moved it back. I moved it down. That explains a whole lot. I can Railjack solo, but I don't really want to. Cause like a certain someone said in chat, having a team just makes it, you know, more, what's the word I'm looking for? Relaxing. Yeah, let's just stay. We'll stay with Warframe. We'll stay with Warframe. But I can't actually do a big wish. Tell you what, we'll do a big wish late. We'll do a big wish at the very end. Okay, we'll do a big wish at the very end. We'll do it later. We'll fucking do it later. Okay, moving on. We'll do it later. So, who wants to join me for Railjack? Let's go. Come on, Railjack Affinity Farm. Who wants in? Caffeinated Sadness is in. Who else wants in? If you want in, I don't know if I've had enough, really. Since yesterday. Well, yeah, since yesterday. Save your wishes. Nah, fuck that. Can't be screwed for Ganyu at this point. I just want to get Lisa Cons. That's the deal. Anyway, moving back to the thing that we were talking about. You join, but you're lazy. Just fucking join then. You don't even need to do anything half the time. As long as you have someone in engineering, everyone else could literally just AFK run around. Because, you know, I'm the pilot. There's like 99 times out of 100 we're not going to get friggin' ram sledded. Unless I'm like asleep, which is entirely possible, but not today. Right? So, friggin' just join. Who cares? Just join, who cares? Bring some stuff that you need to get upgraded and just freaking join. Invite? Oh yeah, sure. Hey, Shaper of Form. Welcome back.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there.
Big shout out to Shaper of Form as well. He was, he or she or they, not entirely sure what gender we're gonna use here, but, they were the one who was with us for a lot of those Steel Path plays just then. So yeah, having a team that actually knows what is going on is actually what is it knowing is what the fuck. Mac, did you just have a stroke? What the hell was that? Having a team that actually knows what is it knowing is actually better. What? Okay. I'm sure that makes sense somewhere in the world. Alright, Soup's coming in. Okay. Hey Shaper, a big question. Do you want to use the guns or no? Because whether or not you want to use the guns will determine what avionics I use.
Ready to launch.
I'm easy. Well, I mean, I don't mind if you want to use the guns or not. This is entirely up to you. Do you want to use the side guns or no? Wait, what the hell? Why do I have this Trinity? Sure? Okay. If you want to, then I will not be using tether. That's fine. I'm not a tether or die kind of person, so that's okay. Okay, moving on. So I don't know how to use the guns. Even less reason for me to use tether. Remember folks, the thing about tether, and how did I just lose a bunch of people? The thing about tether is, if you have people using guns, there's a good to fair chance that they're going to shoot the bloody tether. And if they shoot the tether at the present moment, the tether does no damage. So I would rather not use the tether if I have people who are going to be using the guns. Those who left are Railjack haters. Ah! Stooges! Schmucks! People who see quality content and think, it's too hard. I am still salty about that one fucking Reddit post that got so much positive attention on the fucking subreddit. Oh man, friggin' the Railjack's too hard for solo players. I'm like, what? Okay. That's just sad. Moving on. Hey Soup, are you jumping in or no? He's logged in. Speaking of guns, I wonder how accurate the AI is going to be. That is a good question. That is a good question. In the current state of Railjack, Sorry, that's actually not a good question. Because in the current state of Railjack, I would actually legit not care. Because Tether, Seeker Volley, Shatter Burst, Particle Ram, Void Hole, Munitions Vortex. I would be blowing up every single fighter anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. DE nerfed... Well, DE buffed Railjack so hilariously badly, and then nerfed all the enemies of Railjack so hilariously badly, that... This is dipshit easy mode. So, okay, let's go. Yeah, I think Corpus Railjack is going to be pretty fun. We'll just have to see what else happens. Like, the thing about... The thing about a lot of, what is that ugly Trinity? It's base Trinity! Oh, bollocks. Alright, we're doing sentient anomalies then. Okay. Alright, everyone. Change of plans. Don't bring a friggin' unranked, like, Warframe, because you're gonna get friggin' wrecked. Unless... is anyone equipped for sentient anomalies? Is anyone here equipped for sentient anomalies? If you could do the sentient anomaly by yourself, I will literally just drop you off right there, and then we'll just run with everything else. If that's fine, then we'll go. There's no more 5 former... I just hope there is no more 5 former Lich weapons. Oh, I think there's gonna be more 5 former Lich weapons. I think if the Kuva Lich weapons are 5 former, i.e. level 40 based, I think, okay, I think there would be more of a riot if the Corpus Lich weapons, the Queenpin weapons, aren't 5 former. That's what I think. Am I completely wrong on this? I might be completely wrong on this, really. I don't know. But I feel like, emphasis on the word feel, I feel like if the Corpus Lich weapons weren't 5 former level 40 shenanigans, that would be a bigger issue. Because it's like, okay, why are the Kuva weapons stronger? Why are the Kuva Lich weapons stronger than the Queenpin weapons? Explain to me that. What is this racism? What is this half sexism? It's not really sexism at all. No, never mind. Scratch that. Like, why? You know? But on the other hand, maybe everyone hates the idea that they're level 40 and a total waste and a hilarious waste of time when it comes to leveling them up. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. So I'm curious what the actual community feeling of it is. I'm extremely indifferent about it, so we ready? I'm extremely indifferent about it, so But I think, logically speaking, it would stand to reason that you wanna... Okay, let's go. Mobile defense situation. What is the mobile defense situation? Yeah, I mean, Hey, I hope they... Listen, I think DE is gonna cave. I hoped that DE didn't cave when it came to Railjack, but they fucking caved. The DE puts it in everything. Oh! Do they? Sort of, not really. I mean... Yeah, wait, do they put it in everything? I'm not 100% sure about this idea. It's definitely hyperbolic. Oh. I mean, look, if they can make more missions that aren't mobile defense based, like... Sure. I mean, if you really boil it down... Excavations are essentially mobile defense missions. Survivals are essentially mobile defense missions. Defense is... defense, specifically on one of the maps, is a mobile defense mission. Fucking hilarious. I mean... I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed about it. The complaint is that they cut the mobile defense out of the teaser video. What? I have no fucking... I don't know. I don't know. They cut the time to do the defense out. That's probably a good thing. I mean... As an... I mean, listen, as an editor... Listen, as a professional video editor, that makes sense to me. Someone's got a really bad connection. Someone's got a really, really bad connection. As a video editor, this makes perfect sense to me. Like, they're trying to tease Railjack. They're not trying to tease a friggin' defense mission. So, you know, friggin' Top Keck, of course they're gonna cut it out. I'd fucking cut it out. If I was doing a video like, hey everyone, this is the event. So what we're gonna do it like, let's say it's like, hey everyone, here's the mission that we're doing now in Corpus Railjack. Also, it was caffeinated sadness.
Incoming fighters.
What?
Stations. The Grenier are expressing interest in unusual energy readings nearby. Investigate and deny.
Like Brozime said that shit and you are long and yes, but Brozime's saying is like embedded in your mind to think it. Whatever the hell that was, yes. I think, maybe, I don't know. I don't even know what you just said. 400 MS Lemao. Oh, it was Crow. RIP Crow connection. But yeah, if like literally like it's a teaser video. If I'm going to make a video about like Railjack, and it's like, hey everyone, we're playing Railjack today, yay, let's have a look at what we're gonna be doing, and I'm sitting there for like 3 minutes in a freaking defense mission just being like, anytime now,
Orders.
like, that's boring, dude.
Expose radiator.
That's just boring. Doesn't mean that the game mode is bad, it just means that it doesn't fit for a freaking video.
Slaves inbound. Prepare to repel.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Nope, it got blown up.
Cruise ship has arrived. They are powered
Alright,
weapons.
Soup, are you fine for, sentient anomalies? If so, you can jump out.
Field. A sentient structure.
You can hop out because there's the anomaly right there. Alrighty, cool beans.
Alert. Enemy cruise ship.
Teamwork, fuck yeah. See, this is what Railjack is supposed to be. Teamwork.
Tenno in the barrel.
Wait, why did I just shoot a bunch of missiles? That was really dumb. Alrighty. Oh no! Shaper, don't press 2, ever.
Company.
Don't fire out the particle ram, okay? I fucking missed. I am so out of practice. I'm so sorry, everyone. It turns out that I am, in fact, the Railjack noob. I can't believe I missed that. That is disgusting. I can't believe I missed that.
They are acting like it.
How did I miss that? I'm better than this.
Reactor has detonated. Pretty. Reading large translation signature. Cruise ship. The enemy have.
Feel like gunners should have their own separate abilities? No, it makes sense that gunners just basically use the same avionics. On a logic standpoint, it makes sense to me. It's just again where that teamwork and what is it? Communication comes in. Remember, you're running a ship.
Cruise ship.
You should be speaking with everyone. It shouldn't be like you're not like pointing out that mobile defenses in a lot of content is like nitpicking what is boring is, and not accepting the fact that he's just getting tired of the game. Yeah, okay, I guess, I don't know. I mean, this is probably I don't know if this is a good take or a bad take, I don't know. I tend to not like commenting on a lot of Brozyme stuff because
Panicking. Keep it up.
it's like so polarizing. Half the time what he says is like probably good, and then half the time he says something I'm just like, what the fuck are you smoking?
Boom. Cruise ship.
So I don't really want to talk about, I don't really want to comment on a lot of Brozyme stuff.
Cruise ship on scope.
Especially since the last time I tried, well, the second last time I tried to comment on something, and I was absolutely correct, by the way. Ha! Friggin' everyone just showed up and be like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to play Warframe, this guy doesn't know how to play Warframe. Meanwhile, unironically defending a guy who doesn't know how to play Railjack. I mean, it just is what it is, okay, guys? It just is what it is. You got shovel to did I just say you got shovel to snow? I'm having a stroke, guys. I've not been playing Warframe much lately, mainly Elite Dangerous. Yeah. I've heard about that. Sounds interesting. But I don't really have time to play other games at this point. I've got like 3 games that are basically vying for my attention, and Crash Bandicoot if I think about it. Wait, is Soup struggling with sentience? Oh, bull crap! Ah, shoot the bubble, shoot the bubble, shoot the bubbles! Shoot the other bubble, shoot the one to the left, shoot the one to the left!
We have one less cruise ship to be concerned with. Direct attention to remaining.
Thank you.
targets.
That's the way. Alright.
Cruise ship has gone bye-bye. being called off. Excellent.
Alrighty. Alright, Shaper, you're up. We've got an objective to do, which we completely ignored for the longest time.
Unwelcome visitors inbound. Prepare to repel.
Fucking drop. Alright. There it is. It's right in front of us.
Hull breach.
What?
Venting ammo.
How?
Situation critical.
I got hit by a missile, damn.
Crisis averted.
Ouch.
Mission continues.
Yeah, Shaper, if you want to hop out and do the objective.
Tenno deployed.
Bollocks, what? Wait, what's hitting me? Is it those turrets? Are those turrets actually doing that much bloody damage to me? Jesus Christ.
Astral frame integrity preserved. Good job. Return to duty.
I haven't played Railjack in a while, mate. I don't remember them doing. Jesus. Okay, it must be that. Must be those missiles that just come out of nowhere. All right, let's see who I need to
There it is. Blast that radiator.
radial Hal.
Deploying remote support.
Wait, what the? Molt? Oh, you put Molt on your Mirage. Okay, gotcha. I can actually give you guys energy. Because friggin' Omega LOL. Because I can put energy vampire down.
One radiator down. Make it two. Ram slaves inbound. Roll out the welcome mat. Exterior weak point exposed. Open fire. Opportunity. Core is exposed. Away crew. Wrecking time. Destroy marked components. Scratch one high payload kinetic kill station. I have no idea how these chumps keep paying for those. Moving on.
Wait, Shaper, do you not have level 4 tactical intrinsic? Oh, you do. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I saw the teleport. Nice. Remember, folks, if you ever, when you get around to doing Railjack, probably because Corpus Railjack is coming soon, first thing to get, tactical level 4. Super duper useful. The ability to just teleport straight back to your Railjack. So good. Yeah, fair enough. It's been months. Not months. It's been weeks. Maybe 2 months. So I guess by definition it's been months since I've done Railjack as well. Oh, hang on. I don't actually need to go the long way. I can actually just teleport straight to Soup. Hello. Okay, let's go. Where's the next one? Either way, I think my map isn't showing because I'm an operator. Oh, you're just looting? Okay. Bow Chicka Bow Wow. That's an aggressive name. Australia, yeah. Good guess. Showing in a big area. Okay, there's probably... Hang on, I think I hear...
Dropping Tenno out of airlock.
I think I hear them. Wait, why would you say I'm from Canada?
Hold.
Oh, found, there it is.
Detecting glass resonance. It's close.
Wow, that was surprisingly good. Why would I be from... I'm just thinking like, why would I be from Canada? It's too damn cold down there. Up there. Alright, this way. Found it. I do just want to point out that somehow, somewhere, our team had the stroke of genius. Absolute stroke of genius, where, we sent the Umbra to the other objective, and we sent the Mirage to the Sentient objective. Genius place. Wait, so where are they? Why do we go back? Wait, why do we go back here? Do we not press forward? Five IQ plays, yeah, pretty much. What's this, a dead end? Is this a dead end? No, it's not really a dead end. No, this is... Is this the way, or is this going backwards? Wow, this is a... Oh, this is going backwards! Crap! This is literally a starting position! Okay, I'm just going to... I am just going to hop back. Back to the ship. And you guys can have fun figuring out where the last guy is, and then when you do, I will come and find you. Up. To the left. Oh, I'm saying that like with a probably a big enough delay where it doesn't make any difference. Let's see. Ah! We found a teleporting area. That's probably a good sign. Or not at the present moment. There we go. Und there we go.
Complete. All threats neutralized. Sentient structure secured. Closing
Oh
out the
shit, this conculus is gonna be annoying. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, I just come in and kill steal. That's how Railjack works, folks. You just teleport in, kill steal, and then GTFO. That's the deal. When you have level 10 tactical, that's what you do, folks. That's what you do. Alrighty. We don't have to deal with sentient anomaly memes anymore. It's going to be smooth sailing from here on out until we have another sentient anomaly meme.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Why did my, oh no, never mind.
enemy forces on scope. Delete. Fighters on attack vector. Gunners fire at will.
Man, that sentient anomaly meme really tucked me out. Can I get an engineer? Alright, cheers, Soup. Okay. Also, person with disability. If you're referring to specifically the if you're referring specifically to the voice chat that Warframe has in-game, yeah, no, I wouldn't bother with Warframe's voice chat. For whatever reason, it's just way too quiet for a game this bloody loud. As far as I can tell, there's no audio ducking involved. This is something that I think D should really look into at some point, because honestly, every time someone uses voice chat in this game, I'm like, bro, I can't hear you. Bro, I can't hear you. Bro, I can't hear you. Just type it in the chat, dude! Like, that's as far as I can tell anyway. Now, maybe I haven't turned on a specific option, but it's not on by default as far as I can tell, so... It's too muffled. Well, yeah, it's too quiet. Essentially, it's just not balanced.
Heads up. We're the air crew ship. Fighters on scope. Take them down wholesale. Rupture. Explosive decompression imminent.
Okay. Isn't voice chat also... Isn't game chat kind of gainy also? Gainy?
Compression
What do you mean?
stabilizing. Ruptures sealed. Enemy fighters on the run.
Rainy. Is it? I mean, I can't hear it to figure it out. I mean, do you guys actually hear the voice chat when it's actually being used? Because I just... My chief complaint is that I can't even bloody hear it when it's being used. If it is grainy, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, motherfucker, did I just get hit by a hero friggin' fighter?
Crew. Fire on
Yeah, either way, it's not good.
marked.
We're on fire!
Fire alert resolved.
Is the ship fixed? Oh no,
Pressure.
ship's fixed.
Ruptures sealed.
Nice.
Alert. Enemy cruise ship has translated into the sector. Cruise ship has gone bye-bye. The enemy have called in a cruise ship.
Wow, so many friggin' Scold cruise ships, damn. I'm curious what the Corpus cruise ships are gonna end up being like. The big question is whether or not you can still one-shot them with the forward artillery cannon. Or whether shield gaining is gonna be a thing. Still farming Tauros to build a necromech. Hey man, the grind continues, eh? Shield gaining on cruise ships is going to be friggin' nuts. It's gonna be wild, dude. I think people are going to complain so fucking hard. The big question is if cruise ships have heads. If there's a way of headshotting cruise ships, double the dome charges. Yeah, I mean, oof. I think you mean toroids, by the way. What the hell's trovide? Nah, I think you mean toroids. But yeah, shield gaining on a cruise ship, that's going to be wild, dude. That's going to piss a lot of people off. Me possibly included, we'll have to say. Travoids. Travoids? You mean Traverides? You mean Traverides? Yeah, toroid farming gives me PTSD. Toroid farming gives me PTSD. Traverides. I think you're trying to say Traverides. I'm gonna write it in chat. Traveride. Yeah, I spelled it right. Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna start the next mission. But I am gonna go get something to drink. BRBs.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Clear this sector. A decisive first strike will increase odds of victory by 147%. We are on their boards. Look alive.
Okay. Orb of Valor stones. It's called Orb Valus, mate, not Orb of Valus.
Cruise ship reinforcement has arrived. Rainier cruise ship has translated.
Oh, this would have been a perfect scenario to use Void Hole. But alas, we didn't install Void Hole. That was me. That was me. I did it on purpose.
Seeing a lot of fighter shrapnel. Pilot morale destabilizing.
Usually not a good idea. I made it captain's call to do it then. We can put Kuvaliches on our Railjacks. Yeah, yeah. I'm curious how that's going to work. Like how because you can actually train your crew members, I'm curious like how much can you train a Kuvalich? What stats will a Kuvalich have? Obviously they will never die, so that's helpful. Do we really need to even hire a crew when we already have more than 3 Kuvaliches?
They called some friends.
Big questions. Keep in mind though that I think Kuvaliches is going to be a higher level commander intrinsic, which is fine because, you know, Railjack Affinity Farm, you can get your commander intrinsics really fucking quickly. Which does actually kind of cheapen the entire experience. It's like, well, why don't you hire a crew first to figure out how that feels like, and then later on, if you want to put a Kuvalich in there, well, you can level up and then figure out like what it's like to have a crew village in there. But if the Railjack Affinity Farm works the way I think the Railjack Affinity Farm is going to work,
On scope.
I mean, within
Crew ship
a
down.
day,
That
you're gonna have your crew village on your ship pretty easily.
fighters.
Stands to reason, so I'm curious how that's going to work.
We broke
If you hire a crew, you're gonna pay for the crew too.
fighter cover.
You gotta pay the crew too. Depends on how space indentured servitude works in this game. Do we celebrate essentially slavery in this game? If so, then no, we don't have to pay our crew. If not, box.
Eliminated.
If not, then I guess we have to pay our crew.
Enemy in retreat. Sector secured. Drawing
If I have to pay you 100 plat per run, get out. It's as simple as that. If I have to pay you 100 plat per run, get out. You're not worth that. Yeah, so it's like working at Macca's. How much do you want to get paid? Chump change? I'm the best engineer in the whole star system. Are you though? I will be the judge of that. You happen to be a person who knows how to engineer somewhat pretty decently. You're a good what the fuck? You're a good engineer.
Another
I
job
don't know if you're
well
necessarily the best engineer.
This is a raid.
I can make the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
Defensive units will negatively
Wait, hold on.
impact enemy cohesion.
I think you may have misunderstood what parsec means. Isn't parsec actually a measurement of distance? It's like saying light years, is it? Because light years is a... Yeah, I know it's a Star Wars quote, but I'm just trying to figure out, like... Was the Star Wars quote always, like, hilarious because it's actually wrong? Or am I thinking of something completely different?
Man the guns.
I don't remember. As much of a fan of Star Wars as I am, I don't quite remember the intricate details of Star Wars physics and, like, how shit works.
Enemy fighters.
I'm not that kind of nerd. They retro fixed the quote in Solo. Ah, well, it's a damn shame I didn't watch Solo. It's like the only Star Wars movie that I still haven't actually bothered to watch.
Enemy have called in a cruise ship. Situation evolving.
Oh,
We have one.
also it does make okay, so it does make sense.
Direct attention to remaining targets.
Why not just teleport? This is Star Wars. This isn't World of fucking Warcraft, dude.
Fighters neutralized.
If crew members are syndicate members, will a syndicate reputation affect them in some way? Good question. I don't know.
Near cruise ship.
Are syndicate members even going? Oh yeah, syndicate members aren't going to be crew members, eh?
Looks like
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Rainier cruise ship has
I mean, it stands to reason that you won't be able to get a syndicate member if you don't have the syndicate reputation to begin with. So there's that. I'm interested to find out if there's going to be any bonuses with using specific syndicate members. So for example, let's say New Loka. New Loka has a syndicate member who heals people. Because they're a bunch of, like, you know, nature-loving hippies.
all rupture. We suffer.
Perrin sequence means you get more credits with every mission.
One cruise ship.
Because, you know, they're
All breach.
capitalist dogs. What the fuck? Red Veil, I don't know, your avionics suddenly do more damage? That could be really cool. Because, you know, they like to do damage or shit, I don't know.
Breach or this rail.
Or your cloaking is more... Your cloaking has less cooldown.
We have
I don't know.
one
That could be interesting.
Direct attention to remaining targets.
Oh, motherfucker. You know how I said we're never gonna get ram sledded? Yeah, let's ignore that one time I got ram sledded just then. Sooner just makes it more annoying, true.
Cruise ship reactor has detonated. Pretty. Grenier in disarray. Sector secured. Mission successful. Fires extinguished. Scrubbing atmosphere.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna be enough Railjack for now. Like anything in this game, if I do too many of it, if I do too much of it too many times, I kind of want to fall asleep. How apt that it's now 10:42, which is getting dangerously close to when I want to actually go to sleep. You know what makes me you know what actually makes me sleepy? Isolation vaults. I can't do 2 in a row without wanting to fall asleep. Seriously. I don't know if it's just me, or if it's just... I don't know if it's the mission or if it's me. It might be me. Because remember, I what? Because I can't stand... I can't stand doing, what's it called? Super duper long runs? Yeah, we'll do the wish at the very end. I can't stand doing, crap, what's it called? Extended... The super duper long, like, survival mission... Endurance runs, that's right. I can't stand doing endurance runs. I'm out within, like, half an hour. And then the rest of the... And then the other half an hour, which makes the full hour, is just me, like, trying to stay awake. Crap. Anyway. That's why I never care if a build can handle 3-hour endurance runs. Doesn't matter if a build can handle 3-hour endurance runs when I can't handle 3-hour endurance runs. Fuck. Okay. Okay. But I do need to do 1 isolation vault. Just 1. And then I will have the opportunity to do any of the Arcana isolation vaults that I want. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Steel Pass changes are so good. Not only does it give me more reason to do other missions outside of fucking survival missions, for starters, it also means I still gotta do 60 primos from... I'll do that tomorrow. During the day. I won't bother with that tomorrow. I won't bother with that tonight. Yeah, can't find people to farm Steel Essence. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Alright. Okay, Soup's with me. We're just gonna do 1 Isolation Vault bounty, so I can actually just select it here. Isolation Vault Tier 3. Alright, who wants in? Isolation Vault Tier 3. This is literally the only one I need to actually do. And then afterwards, I might just call it a night. Does anyone else want in?
Has been hidden from us
Oh,
on Deimos.
okay.
The old ruins beneath the surface
yeah, okay.
must surely
1 sec.
contain the deepest and darkest secrets.
Send invite. I think if you set to, first I'm gonna send you, I'm not just gonna send you an invite.
Tell me what he has been up to.
You're gonna get a friend request. Secondly, there's your invite. Remember, /join category is always a thing on PC. God damn it. Ah, I'm out of water.
The isolation vault entrances are deep.
Steam controller, damn.
We'll need to enter investigation.
Corona got to me? No, I just choked on some fucking water.
Hold up. Detecting glass resonance. It's close.
Hey, that entry looks like it eats stuff. Maybe we can get it to open up if we feed it.
Oh. Yeah, rip, fuss. Rip fuss. It's foam time, boys. Oh, this is a good time.
Void. Who did this?
We have fast residue, we have foam residue, we have everything.
Should do nicely. Fine, Volt.
Well, we had everything anyway. It looks like the foam residue's all gone. Question mark? Ah, fuck.
Okay, we better get another one to be sure.
Yeah, sus cough, guys. It's finally happened. Kate's got corona.
Now we just need a jug to mash everything
I just-
together in.
Oh, bloody hell. You know when you just accidentally choke on a bit of something and then it's kind of still sticking around in your throat? Where your windpipe is? And so every time you breathe, you kind of just want to cough? Okay, I'm back. Sort of.
Protect the vessel while it assists you.
Yeah, you just need to let out a really good cough. Yeah. Okay, try not to take that out of context, okay, folks?
There's gotta
Let's
be a way to keep these things
try to
down.
stay somewhat mature, okay? But this is exactly why, on YouTube at least, my my stream and frankly all of my content is always rated not for children. Not for children. Oh shit, life is also rated not for children. True. NSFW? No, NSFK. Not safe for kids.
Okay, now grab the stack and throw it at the monster door!
Imagine being a kid in 2020. You don't have to imagine.
Yay! Let's go inside before it starts chewing!
Alright, I'll take the high ground.
Airborne impurities from the infested have rendered these tunnels highly toxic to non-infested. We cannot access the vaults until the toxicity level has been reduced. Certain infested
Oh, that's not helpful.
are massively
Some of these guys got friggin' glassed.
Eliminate them. Organic material
Done with Warframe, gonna play some Terraria. Alright, have fun with Terraria, mate.
and keep us alive longer. They are well adapted to this.
I think I have. I think Terraria at one point was free on PS Vita, so I played a bit of Terraria on PS Vita. I'm not really into Minecraft and Minecraft adjacent, so That's what really that's what I feel like Terraria is. It's like Minecraft adjacent. It's still pretty good, and I've seen some people who get really into Terraria. Holy shit, they make some absolutely amazing architectural setups. But yeah, it's just not a game for me. Oh yeah. Do we know if there is a suitcase bow yet? We still don't know, eh?
We can proceed to the isolation.
It's like the only weapon that matters for me. Queen pin system is cool and all, but the only weapon that matters at the present moment is there a suitcase bow?
The ruins await.
Because not only do I want a suitcase bow for my Warframe, I want a suitcase bow in real life.
Now you just need to beat a necromech so you can explore the ruins in peace. Did I mention that part already? Here's the big guy. He sure ain't pleased to see you, Chip.
Oh yeah.
Both arms disabled. The necromech is still
Yeah.
50%.
Half the time I don't really care about like half the time I don't really care about the free games nowadays from the Epic Game Store. I mean, it's cool to know that there are It's cool to know that there are some, but
The necromech guardian is here. Defend yourself, Tenno. The guardian of the vault approaches. You must defeat it, Tenno.
I like how they're all bone widows.
Done.
It does make it hilariously easier to do this.
You got his arm. You're doing great.
I confess I had my concerns, but that was expertly handled. The guardian is completely disabled. The necromech has ceased function. A most satisfactory outcome.
Oh, I played Borderlands. Yeah, I finished Borderlands 2 on PS Vita. I played a siren. Borderlands 2 was pretty fun. I did find that there was a lot of busy work, so it kind of made me like not really, kind of made me check out of the story a little bit. But when I didn't check out of the story, it was pretty good.
Follow me. I will take you to the safety interlocks.
I mean, if I'm gonna play it, I'll play it on PS4. Probably. Fucking eat it! Eat it!
Shed no tears for the necromech, for they are now relentless enemies to all, and there is no countermanding that.
What? Oh yeah, speaking of necromechs, who's ready for the slightly more pressing matter of the operation that's coming really soon? I'm keen for this. The new operation, when it drops sometime next week apparently. I'll be definitely streaming that. Hell yeah. Necromechs in normal games, sign me up. For one thing, it'll just make it so much easier to level up necromechs again. The big question is whether necromechs can be used in Railjack. Also, yeah, Arcane Energize is gonna be a thing, eh? Am I gonna get the new Necromech skin? Sure, why not? You get it from the event, right? Or is it a dad thing? I can't remember. Either way, I'll probably get it. Imagine an arc-ranged necromech. You mean like this? They already exist. It's called using hover mode in necromech. I'm more interested in the Lavos gun. I'm more interested in Lavos. Lavos looks actually really complicated. Lavos looks really complicated, but
We gotta use that code on the door.
I think he's gonna be really good. I'm curious how efficiency is gonna play a role with with that cooldown reduction thing for one of his abilities. I'm curious how that's going to work out, like what the math is gonna look like. But the good thing about this, Crow, the good thing about Lavos is that it's just cooldowns. I'm a little bit on the one hand, I am a little bit annoyed that we're going the Destiny route. Like, I feel like that really should just be left for... Oh shit, I think it's this one. I think that really should just be left for
Stuff down here. Some void stuff they
for Destiny, but
it was so not fun.
at least it doesn't use cooldowns and energy, unlike some characters in another game. Oh, sorry, all characters in another game. Genshin, hello. Yeah. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. On the one hand, I was like, damn, cooldowns, really? So we're gonna have to see. Because I think what's gonna happen is with enough yeah, they might have stolen your idea, I don't know. But I think what's gonna happen is it will actually be really easy to build him in such a way where you can actually just spam his abilities and then nobody cares. If that's the case, then whatever then. It is what it is. If that requires 160 efficiency, that's 160 efficiency for you. But if that even just requires only 130 efficiency, that would be crazy. But I think that would be the way to go. We'll see. Because ultimately, look. My initial reaction was, oh, okay, cool. But I think my overall stance on this is probably going to be something along the lines of, well, this is not meant to be a cooldown-based game. You know, this is meant to be an energy-based game. The fact of the matter is that you now have a Warframe who has no energy pool at all. Instead, uses cooldowns. That kind of does actually irk me a bit. Are we real here? That does actually kind of irk me a bit. But I don't think you can put blind rage on this frame. I mean, we'll see. We'll find out, okay? We'll find out. But just my overall stance on the idea that we're actually introducing a cooldown-based Warframe does kind of irk me a little bit, okay? Not gonna lie, does kind of annoy me a bit. Because this game, for the longest time, has never been a cooldown-based game. Outside of like Necromechs now having a cooldown. Remember when, no, never mind. So, yeah, on that reason, does kind of annoy me a little bit, but I think in the end, I think my annoyance about this is going to mostly subside in favor of, hopefully, a frame that is really, really interesting. Expanding their arsenal is not bad. True. that's why I'm no you do no that's a good point, and that's why I have no problem with them going thinking out of the box for thing and coming up with things like Railjack, coming up with things like Necromex, coming up with things like Arcwing. That's fine. I don't know, I just always found that energy is such a core part of the Warframe ethos, like the Warframe ethos, that's actually the word I'm looking for. That, you know, it's like when you think Warframe, what do you think? Energy based. You're fighting based on energy. You're looking around for energy. The energy economy is therefore something that's really, really important. When you think of a game like Destiny, what do you think of? You're playing on cooldowns. So if you want, the cooldown economy is a thing that's really, really important. The building up a meter is really, really important. That being said though, who was it? Gauss. Or Gauss. And eventually Ember. They have a meter, which does make them, which is very divergent, hey. It is very divergent. Nidus isn't totally energy based, true. Yeah, maybe I think in the end I'm not gonna be as annoyed about the fact that he's on cooldowns as I am at the present moment. I think in the end I'm just gonna be like, okay, you know what? Doesn't matter. This is gonna be fine. I think that's just gonna be what happens. I'm working. Yeah. Hey, listen. I like to think about things. Okay. I don't just look at something for like 3 seconds and be like, "That's shit." No. I like to think through things, and then eventually I might think, okay, maybe it's not so bad, or maybe it's even worse, or maybe it's actually not so bad. We kind of just think through things, you know. Ghost and Amber. Crow, are you a Genshin player? What is this? Okay. Alright everyone, I think I'm gonna call it a night. So if you have no interest in watching any Genshin whatsoever, and by any Genshin I do mean, hey, Shaper of Form, thanks for the follow. And by any Genshin I mean like a literal fucking wish, then this is it. We're gonna call it a night. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you like the stream and you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. I think some of us have already subscribed, so that's really, really good. I don't know. I'm keen for the event, and that will probably be when I do another Warframe stream. So, you know, we'll just wait until then. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow. If you're new, a lot of us have already followed. Really, really good. Feel free to sub if you want. It's entirely up to you. It does cost money, unless you're using Amazon Prime. So if you've got Twitch Prime and you don't know who to throw it to, think about it. Maybe there's someone you want to throw it to, or maybe there's me. Think about it. Just think about it. But yeah, it's entirely up to you. No, it really is. Hey, Soup, I'm not saying that if you don't sub to me, I'm going to die a horrible, painful death. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you want to sub to me, that's your prerogative. If you don't want to sub to me, that's also your prerogative. Makes perfect sense either way. That's all I'm saying, okay? Yeah, but I won't get a PC. True. True. But otherwise, unless you're sticking around, is something new about Seabags? Why'd you show up now? We've been discussing Railjack for 2.5 hours, dog. Just watch the stream again from the start. Donations are welcome. Donations are welcome, but I don't even know if I've really set up the donation thing properly. Anyway. Outside of everyone sticking around for Genshin, hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, dokie. So, I'm gonna turn on my PS4. See it. I'll rewatch after work. Yeah, no worries, mate. Alright, see you, Soup. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Yeah, it's wish time, folks. Genshin? Well, yeah, I'm just gonna do the wish. And, I don't know, Sonny, if you're still here, I'm kind of keen to do a bit of, a tiny bit of grinding before I go to bed, if you're still here. Oh, Sonny said BRB hours ago? Did he? Oh, then he's not here then. Ah, that's fine. I can always just do it. I can always just do the grinding by myself. I don't mind. Doesn't matter. Essentially, like, some of my characters do have things that, yeah, he's lurking. Fair enough. Some of my characters do have things that can be grabbed now for their talents and shenanigans like that. So, keen to do that. I think... Is it Ningguang? Yeah, it's Ningguang. I think Amber, who I'm now, ironically enough, leveling up. Yeah, Ningguang, Amber. I'll probably just do Ningguang today. Yeah, I'll probably just do Ningguang today, fuck it. Okay. How did I change the screen to PS4? I turned on my PS4. I then quit Warframe. And because my PS4 is under Warframe, my PS4 showed up. Does that make sense? Okay. We're just gonna do the big wish. Here we go. With 12 of us here. Okay, I'll do this only one. Okay, with 12 of us here, let us all hold hands and pray for RN Jesus. RN Jesus, blessed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Give me a character that I want. I don't know who I want. But just give me a character that I want. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I can't get Klee here. I don't think I can anyway. It's a 4-star. Okay, here we go. Sword. Club. Sword. 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 Club. Bow. Oh, bollocks. What the fuck is this? Yeah, but it's a sword. I literally don't care. Oh, Jesus Christ! Okay, cool. So it wasn't just a sword. It wasn't just a sword. Okay. Okay. There we go. There it is. Okay. Much better. Because I thought it was just the sword. I really thought it was just the fucking sword, dude. Really. We got Xinyan. There it is. Yeah, she's a claymore user. There we go. That's a little bit better. Because I thought I was just going to get the sword, and I'm like, is this going to be one of those pulls? Remember when the pull... Remember the pull that I got before I got Ningguang? It was just a weapon. I was trying to get Ningguang, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a 4-star, awesome. What do I get? I got a friggin' like... book? I got something weird. But I didn't get Ningguang that pull, and I'm like, dude, I'm literally stressing because I only have one 10 pull left. Am I gonna get Ningguang at all? Because if I don't get her now, I'm never gonna get her. And then I got Ningguang, second time. But, nice. We got the new chick. Alright, let's see what we can do with her. So, let's see here. I'm not gonna get any of her constellations anytime soon. That's just not gonna happen. Perform... decreases the number of enemies must hit to trigger... Oh, nice. Shield level 2... Reduced to 1 enemy hit, lol. Okay. Characters hit by sweeping further deal 15%. Shielded, rather, deal 15. Okay, cool. Well, we got it. Alright, I might just do my dailies then. I did say we're just going to finish off, but seems like my folks are not ready to go to sleep just of yet. This just turned into a Genshin stream, sorry folks. I probably should actually change the name, but showcase her? I mean, what's there to showcase? I only have her at level 1. Actually, you know what? There's too much Genshin in the stream already. I might just call it a day. I mean, fine, if you really want to see her abilities. Okay. I mean, I won't be able to show her ultimate, obviously, lol. But, essentially the way she works is like this. I think she has the same attack pattern. Oh no, she has a smaller attack pattern than Beidou, but she uses some of her animations. That's her special. And then she has a shield, so that's cute. And so she's kind of like Noelle without the healing. Cool. I'll get around to sorting her out later. But yeah, this is I might just call it a night. I'm starting to get tired. Alright, anyway. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Same idea, if you're new, don't forget to hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow if you're new. I think one of us is new. No, that's on Twitch. That's on YouTube, rather. And feel free to subscribe if you want. That's the usual. Otherwise, thanks for watching. What am I going to stream tomorrow? Am I going to stream tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you then. Bye.
お菓子でも食べて一息ついたら一皿持ってきたんだよ。持ってきましたね。見てらっしゃい。見たことのないものがあるよ。